Today, I want to take you somewhere special, to a small village, to experience the very first day of Ramadan right alongside its people. And let me tell you, this is so much more than a story about fasting. It's really about community, faith, and the traditions that hold everyone together. So, let's dive in. You know, everything we're about to see really comes down to this one simple but powerful belief. From the village elder Amma. She's the wise, unifying heart of this community, and her words are really going to guide us through this entire journey. So here's how our day is going to unfold. We'll start with the sighting of the new moon. Then we'll wake up for that pre-dawn meal, get through the long hours of the fast, and finally feel the joy of breaking it all together. We'll wrap things up with a night of prayer and a reflection on what this all really means. Okay, so picture this. Our story kicks off on a night they call Chandra, the night of the moon. There's a cool breeze rustling through the village, and way up in the sky, you can see this perfect, slender crescent moon. And then you hear it, the announcement from the mosque. Tomorrow is the first day of Ramadan. And just like that, this wave of pure joy just washes over everyone. You've got kids clapping, the young men are hugging each other, and you can see the elders with tears of gratitude in their eyes. In that one moment, the whole village becomes this one single beating heart, totally united in purpose. So, the excitement from the moon sighting settles, and now the preparations begin. We're talking long before sunrise, while the village is still wrapped in darkness. And who's the first one up? Amma, of course. After her prayers, she starts organizing Suhoor, that vital pre-dawn meal that has to get everyone through the day. And this is where you really see the whole community just click into gear. Everyone has their job. The women are busy kneading dough for bread, sorting through rice. The men, well, they're in charge of the fire, gathering wood, stoking the flames. And right in the middle of it all is Amma, overseeing everything, gently guiding the younger women on just how much spice to add. You can just imagine the air filling with the incredible smells of ghee and cumin. The meal itself is kept simple, but it's packed with nourishment. And that's Amma's wisdom right there. The food for suhoor shouldn't be too heavy or spicy. So they're making these beautiful golden parathas, a light lentil stew, and some more milk, all to provide that slow-burning energy for the long day ahead. So, as these delicious, flaky parathas are lifted off the heat, you can see the kids getting restless, their mouths watering. But Amma, she just gently reminds them of the day's very first lesson, even before the fast has technically started. Patience. And everyone just smiles and nods, waiting together. All right, suhoor is done, the morning prayer is complete, and now the fast begins. This is when the community's real strength and resolve are put to the test, all through the long, sunlit hours of the day. The day really has two different feels to it, you know? The morning is full of energy and purpose. The men are out working in the fields, and the kids are inside reading from the Quran. But then, as that sun gets higher and hotter, the afternoon brings a totally different challenge. The heat is draining, thirst kicks in, and strength isn't found in activity anymore, but in quiet, patient faith. And this is where Amma really shines. She's the community's anchor. She walks from house to house, just offering these little words of encouragement. When the kids start to get tired and whiny, she gathers them around and tells them stories about the Prophet's own perseverance. It's her quiet strength that just reignites their resolve. As the sun finally starts to dip towards the horizon, the whole mood in the village shifts again. That quiet endurance of the afternoon gives way to this buzz of joyful anticipation. It is time to prepare for Iftar, the meal that breaks the fast. Everyone gathers for another big communal effort. And let me tell you, the star of this show is Amma's famous pakoras. A thick, fragrant batter is whipped up from gram flour, seasoned perfectly with spices and fresh herbs. Then, thinly sliced veggies are coated in that batter and dropped into shimmering hot oil until they're perfectly golden. And here is another little pearl of Amma's wisdom. As she's frying, she teaches the others, don't crowd the pan. That's her secret. It's what ensures every single pakora comes out perfectly crispy. It's these little practical tips that pass her knowledge down to the next generation. And now, here it is, the moment of reward. The entire village is sitting together in the mosque courtyard. There's a hush of anticipation. Then, the call to prayer for sunset finally rings out. In unison, they break their fast, first with a sweet date, then a sip of water, and then the satisfying, crispy crunch of a perfect pakora. You can just see the joy light up their tired faces. So with their bodies nourished and their thirst quenched, the focus of the evening now shifts. It moves from physical sustenance to spiritual sustenance as everyone prepares for the special night prayers of Ramadan. The mosque is full once again. The imam's voice reciting the Quran fills the night air as the entire community stands shoulder to shoulder in prayer. And even Amma is there, participating from her chair, her lips moving silently in remembrance. It's just this beautiful picture of unwavering faith. After the prayers are over, nobody just rushes home. They all gather together one last time, sitting there in the courtyard under a sky just blanketed with stars, to talk about the day and reflect on its real meaning. And it's here that Amma shares the core lesson of the day. The hunger and the thirst, she explains, that's just the surface. The real point of fasting is to purify the heart, to feel empathy for others, and to grow closer not just to God, but to each other. So when you step back and look at the impact of this one day, it's just huge. The kids learned what patience really feels like. The men, working side by side, were reminded of their strength in unity. The women saw the incredible value in serving others, and the entire village, as a whole, felt the profound blessing of true community. And that really leaves us with this final thought, doesn't it? This first fast wasn't just about following a religious rule. It was a process that literally turned a village into a family. It makes you wonder, when people come together like this, with so much shared purpose and love, what is it that truly nourishes us? Is it the food we finally get to eat, or is it the connection we share?